It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. When come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when...
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Washington.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Still second down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense. Still 2nd down.
Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. First and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Run a little inside draw with their fullback. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack. And that flag is probably on the offense as well.
That penalty is declined.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he pumps up the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Eagles nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Williams in motion. Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Offense. Still first down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense. Still first down.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one out to his fullback. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
He gets this into the hands of Green. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. and 5. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Right back to the fullback. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
3rd down and 9. Now, faking the give, going for it all. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Let's go. Switch. Yellow.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Opposite. Green, blue, check.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That one good for 26 yards.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment. Defense. Still 1st down.
Blaster. 6. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Washington. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
The extra point is good. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll throw out of the gun. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. But Commanders offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. So we have reached halftime here in this one. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the 1st half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. 2nd half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it quickly to the outside and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll try to run with their fullback. Yeah! He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm all for giving the ball to your fullback and giving him a chance to get in on the action, but I don't love running him side to side. That's the running back's job. If you're going to give it to the fullback, plow ahead, come on offensive line, let's get some push. But now you find yourself losing yardage. I just don't love the call.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right sideline and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Commanders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's 2nd and 6. Play clock nearly expired, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. That's into the hands of the fullback. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line. Third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And good work there by the defense. They stop him at the 9 to force 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Eagles will cut the lead down to 4.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
On second down, they run the counter. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on first down. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Back to the air again on second and 10. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On the ground, it's the tight end. And you'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. Third and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10.
Here we go, set, ready.
On the give, this is their fullback. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
They need one right now. Third and long. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Now a give up the middle, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Big time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Going up top. And they will finally run him down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, he'll throw, under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 4-yard loss.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Williams in motion. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Set, ready.
They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They come up for 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. He's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Third and 6. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Now the Eagles, who use the last of their timeouts, get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here is 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield.
Holding.
Usually
Offense.
the spot that tells us holding. big play in the game right here. It's third down. Run a little inside draw with their fullback. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.